So let's go ahead and get started here with our question. And let me first begin by telling you how not to begin questions. We don't want to start here. We start here. The who, what, when, where, how many, which of the following. Like that's where you want to start, those question action words. If you start here, you might get confused. You might read information or read into information before you actually know what it's there for. So right here, how many complete pieces can be made? That's what we want to know. How many complete pieces can be made? So with that, how many complete pieces? Well, what are we dealing with? What are we breaking up into pieces? What are we trying to figure out here, right? So it says that we have a board here that is this long. I'm not going to care about reading the 7 feet, 4 inches. All I know is that I have a board that's this long. Okay. And then it says, if it's cut into pieces that are 8 inches each, how many complete pieces can be made? All right, everybody, so follow along here with that. If we're trying to figure out how many pieces we can make after cutting off 8 inches at a time there, then 8, and we're trying to cut off as many complete 8-inch segments as we can, what operation does that sound like, everybody? How many cuts can we make? What does that sound like, everybody? Yeah, that's division. That is division. Exactly. If we're trying to see how many 8-inch segments we can cut off, we are dividing by 8 to see how many groups can be made. So boom. So now that we know we're going to divide, all we need to do is divide the length that we're given. We're going to divide that by 8. But here's the problem. The problem is, the length that we're given is 7 feet, 4 inches. Everybody, quick question. Is 7 feet, 4 inches, is that one consistent unit? Is that one consistent unit? No, absolutely not, right? That's going to make it slightly awkward when we're trying to divide 7 feet, 4 inches, this whole thing, by 8. So here's a better plan, everybody. And you tell me if you agree with this. The better plan is going to be, let's go ahead and turn all of this into the smaller unit, all of it into inches, and then divide by the 8. Because if we have one consistent unit, then when we divide, we're actually going to see that final answer right there. Everybody, yes or no? Do you agree? Let's turn this into one consistent unit, and then we divide. Great. Thanks for the approval. So with that, let's go ahead and get to work. We'll start off with the 7 feet. We want to turn that into inches. So everybody help me out. When we're converting from feet to inches, what operation should we perform? Multiplication or division? Yeah, because we're going from a big unit to a smaller unit, let's support that right over here. 1 foot equals 12 inches. Remember, the big unit is always the one with the 1, and we're going to the small unit. So to get this conversion done, we are multiplying because we're going from big to small, and we're multiplying by 12 because that's the conversion rate between feet and inches. So it's that easy, everybody. Again, the two things we're going for. One, are we going from big to small or small to big? Starting from the big, going to the small. When you're going from 1 to 12, we're multiplying. We're breaking it up into a bunch of those smaller units. Help me, everybody. 7 times 12, hardest question of the day, is going to be 84, correct? So we have 84 inches right there. So that's what we're going to do. 84 inches here. Don't forget about the 4 inches that we still had in the parentheses. Everybody, how many total inches is that going to be? Yeah, 88, right? 84 plus 4. So we have 88 inches. Now, after I'm done catching my breath after all of this math gymnastic that we just got done doing, everybody, what's 88 divided by 8? Oh yeah, that's 11. Is that a complete whole number or is that a decimal, everybody? Is it a complete whole number? It absolutely is. So we have a complete set of 11 pieces that we can make. And that's why the correct answer here is answer choice C. 11 complete pieces. We just had to make sure we got it all to one unit altogether. Then we divided. But I think we knew from the beginning that we were going to divide. The work was just in getting everything into one consistent unit.